Carl, Brendan, and Dan here from Brrraaains A Head-Banging Life, gbhblofficial for short, and it's reaction time as we are checking out Earthbound's new song, Eve of Tomorrow. It's a re-recorded song from the previous EP. Brendan, you've covered Earthbound pretty much predominantly on the site, so you're probably better to talk about it.
Yeah, I like them.
Yeah, they are great.
They're great. I can't remember which one, but you know, we got into them at Bloodstock via the Metals and Massive program. I can't remember which which section of it was, but they were the winners. It might have been like Wolverhampton or something like that. You know, and they've had 2 EPs out so far. The debut EP, Endure, which is where this song is from, and I think the band have openly spoken about the fact that, you know, it was. Amateur sounds quite harsh, but I guess that's what it was. Do you know what I mean? They were first EP. I think he said you know, it sounds like it was recorded in someone's bedroom, but that's because it was.
Yeah.
You know, and I remember when I reviewed their follow-up to Endure, which I can't fucking think of the name of at the moment, but I'll have a look at this while I'm doing it. And I adored it. It was actually my top EP of last year, on the site in the top 10s, and was it last year or the year before, whenever it was. And one of the things I pointed out the most in it was like how much they'd grown in terms of professionalism, you know, how professional it sounded. Like in that way, didn't even sound like the same band. And Desolate. It was amazing. Desolate, that's it. Yeah, it's a fantastic recording. And this is a new version, I guess, going back to Endure. And it wasn't just done as a gimmick. This is purely just because they've struggled over lockdown to find time to get together to do anything. And this is how they've kept themselves busy, really, by going back to a fan favorite and modernizing it, bringing it up to their current sound.
Yep, cool. This is your first experience with Earthbound, right, Dan?
Yeah, never heard of them before.
Then that's perfect. In 3, 2, 1, go.
There'll be some good moustache game on show as well, by the way.
Absolutely, Tom.
Jesus Christ.
It's so not the vocals you expect to come from him initially.
Yeah, that's literally what.
I love the orchestral elements added.
Yeah.
I also did not expect them.
Just a lot of not expecting.
I've heard this song before and I still find that bit absurd.
The drummer looks really bored.
It could look very easy.
I love that bit.
What's the melody?
Back in effects, beautiful there. June.
Yeah, it really is. And what they've done to it as well is they've made it sound even more epic and grandiose than it ever did before. The other elements, the orchestral elements, really, really take it up an extra notch. I mean, the cleanliness of the track, not that, as you said already, not like the original was a complete fucking mess or rough, but you know, terrible. It had its rough edges. You kind of knew that. I kind of really need to go back and listen to this and then follow up with this directly, the old one, and then this directly to really get the difference.
Yeah,
but I love it. I mean, I think it's a fantastic track.
Just the difference between a home record. I mean, the difference between the two EPs is like home recording to a studio recording. You know, that's the difference. It's, you know, we all know like it must be very limited when you're trying to do it. But you know, that song to me is as good as any modern melodeath sort of band out there. It sounds as professional, and it sounds like a song from a band that are a huge deal bigger than these guys who are essentially, you know, purely an unsigned local band.
Yeah,
they're trying to apply their trade.
Yeah, what do you think, Dan?
I do like it. I like a lot of the orchestral elements, like the big grandiose, like, where it keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and then it kind of trails off slowly near the end. It's like, that's quite nice.
Yeah.
During the start, very much confused me because it was like, what's his name? Tom Watson. His vocal range is insane because he's got that like really shrill, like,
yeah.
But then his singing voice is beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, when it starts off there, you know, you think you're in for a kind of full non-stop death metal blast, and the song throws surprises at you, I think, consistently throughout. It keeps you on your toes a little bit.
It's almost progressive to a degree, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's a consensus here. It is a banger by a band that really deserves way more attention than they're currently getting, but such is the way of the industry these days anyway. So don't listen to our words. We love it. We think it's great. We think it's showing the future and the direction this band's going in as well. That's the thing about this track, is this track's been re-recorded, re-released to show this is where Earthbound are at and are going. So these elements, these things they're adding and stuff like that are part of the future. So get on fucking board now. You know, go back and check out the old stuff and then go, sweet, this is what I'm hearing now, and we're going to see what's coming in the future. Well worth keeping an eye on. But if you've got other thoughts, let us know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. You can check us out on gbhbl.com as well as on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and Tumblr. Go to Patreon to help us out over there. That's patreon.com/gbhbl, as well as Big Cartel, where you can find some of our merchandise. We have a podcast running on SoundCloud and Apple Podcasts. And of course, if you like this video, do us a favor, hit the subscribe button and help the channel grow. Games, horror and heavy metal. What else is life for?